Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Hi, this is Mark Wade, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
That's right. Hello, kids. Welcome back. This See No Evil. Well, never mind. It didn't work over there. All right. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of The Devil You Know, the Daredevil Podcast, as I heard.
If see no salty, hear no petty.
True. Okay. Gotcha. I hope they hear it. It's a podcast. All right. Anyway, I am... Oh, you're See No Evil because you're not on camera. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, deadliest female south of the border. It is.
Oh, no, I don't want to take that mantle. But it is Little Hellfire. And no, that's not a Billy Goat.
Hey-oh. The deadliest woman in two countries. It is.
Only if you mess with my dog.
Yeah. Okay, Joan Wick.
Most relatable action story I've ever seen in my life.
The love of your life dies, you know. The love of your life dies. It's okay. Oh, the dog, no. I'll kill you. I'll kill for 4 movies. All right.
Are you building a love bot?
No, that's my Iron Man helmet. Anyway. Hey-oh. All right, kids. So, yes. Special bonus episode, because, I tricked Lilith into doing it twice a month again. No. Just to play catch-up, we're going to talk about, since we have 2 new issues of Daredevil.
To get back on schedule.
So exactly.
We got off schedule.
Yes, we'll try to schedule these, the round when the new issues come out, so. All right, so yes, this time we're going to play catch-up. No old stuff. We're going to talk all new stuff this time. Daredevil and Echo number 2, and Daredevil number 13.
I kid.
All right, so, well, let's talk about your favorite Daredevil and Echo number 2 first, because that did come out at least a week before the Daredevil issue. So,
you know what drives me crazy about Daredevil?
You know what grinds my gears? What, Lilith Hellfire?
You know, like how one day Daredevil fans be on top of the world. We're starting up Netflix cinematic TV universes. Or an MCU TV show, or we got a big old event, and then, and he feels like an A-lister, and then we're right back in the fucking bottom, being a goddamn D-lister with this. No offense.
Down in hell, you say?
Yeah. The bar is in hell, literally, at this point. And, it's like, we've been here, we've done that kind of, sort of, already, and a little bit better.
I mean, I'm not saying we should never do Supernatural Daredevil, but it seems like that's all we got this month was Supernatural Daredevil.
Unless he's doing Trolls with Mephisto, I don't care. I don't care. That is the appropriate amount of Supernatural for Daredevil. It's been done. You can't top it. Hang it up. Pack it up. Let's go home.
I think that's gonna be the title of your biography, Doing Shrooms with the Devil.
Shrooming around with Mephisto, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, the whole getting
like repeats, Phil. Like we've already seen these events. Why are we wallowing in it?
Yeah, I mean, it was original when Anne took him to Mephisto's realm. But why are we doing this again?
Unless he's giving Peter Parker back his marriage and taking back, spoiler alert, the jackpot plot. I don't care. If we're not doing that, I don't care.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Well, we'll talk about that on the Ultimate Spider-Cast.
Oh, yes, we will. All right. But but the Daredevil and Echo, I mean, how are you feeling about the Demagoblin stuff?
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah. And again, I mean, I have no problem. Again, I have no problem with doing the Supernatural stuff and stuff.
Listen, babes, I watched Supernatural for 15 seasons. It was done better. That's all I'm saying. I've been here, I've done that, I've seen it done better.
But we
got Lost Girl, we've got freaking Orphan Black. Like, I've just been here, done that. I don't need to see Daredevil do it.
I mean, I have no
They
problem.
might as well have a 1967 Impala at this point, because those are the vibes.
I have no problem with it, but I'm like, anytime you do a story like this where it's
Where's
like
Ghost Rider? Like, what does Ghost Rider think? I mean, they're investigating demonic murders. Surely somebody is better equipped than these two.
seriously, someone's smelling innocent blood. I mean, come on, yeah, right. Where's Ghost Rider?
Like, are we getting a crossover? Is that what we're building to? Like, because that's the only way I can forgive it if we're getting a Ghost Rider crossover.
I don't know. The only good Daredevil Ghost Rider crossover I remember is issue 295 of Mr. D.G. Chichester. Friend of the show, Mr. D.G. Chichester. You know the man. You know his words. You know his words by now.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
The only person that can write good Ghost Rider Daredevil crossovers is D.G. Chichester.
You can't write these Daredevil Ghost Rider crossovers. And if you're not D.G. Chichester, you can't write Ghost Rider Daredevil crossovers.
If you're not D.G. Chichester, you can't write ninjas. I mean, it's okay, but like, honestly, why is Echo here? Like, I still don't understand the point of this book. Like,
MCU.
they want to spin her out.
MCU series.
Like,
I know, but I mean, again, I have no problem with the supernatural stuff, but it's like, if we're going to go back in time, it's like, does it have to be one of Matt's relatives?
exactly.
Can it just be stuff happening in the past that's going to affect the present?
No, we don't have heroes like that anymore. That died when Jeff Johns decided Barry Allen's parents needed to be brutally murdered. We're long past that. We've sailed past that, my friend.
And not even like, oh, you're a hero just for the sake of being a hero. It's like, well, demonic crap could have happened in the past and it's coming after them that in the present. But it's like, why does it have to be a blood relation? Can it?
They say in Kentucky.
Oh! No, they say, please let it be a blood relation.
You gotta rub that one in.
I lived in Louisville. I can say that. And the little teenage metalhead character, like, okay.
It's just so weird. I mean, why don't we just go out full out? Because like Elektra, why don't we have more Elektra in these?
Because you can't have two broads. That's just insane.
Oh, maybe that's her. I'm afraid Elektra's going to steal Echo's spotlight.
Oh, for sure. I quickly let her go so I don't make it weird. Yeah. Too late, Matt. I hate to break it to you, but you always miss.
You and your Billy Club.
Exactly. Is that chin looking like Charlie Cox more and more every issue, or is it just me?
Oh yeah, I told you for the longest time. Punisher looking like Barenthal. Sam Wilson looks like Anthony Mackie now. I mean,
well, yeah, Avi.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then they're looking for Doctor Strange. I'm like, babes, you're in a world of hurt if you're looking for Doctor Strange. Anybody else?
Well, that's an MCU cliche.
I would rather Doctor Doom with his petty squabbles and petty dabbling in magic help me than Doctor Strange. Like, Doctor Strange is making better life. Doctor Doom is making better life choices than Doctor Strange. No, I will not be taking any further questions. I said what I said.
I don't know. Doctor Strange has settled down. He's married now.
Exactly. So I can't trust a thing he said.
Oh, how dare he? Hey, come on. You married Clea. You know you hit that. Come on.
You hit it and you quit it. That was the swinging lifestyle in the rectum, okay?
In the what?
The rectum
Santorum. The new phrase, a new CapesandLunatics catchphrase is born for the internet.
You're welcome.
But no, I need to isolate that job. You need to hit it and quit it.
I did like the opening splash page, but that's like the only real action sequence in this issue. And like, I had a little bit of an issue with Phil Nono's art, but he's gotten like more confident in his art with Daredevil, because it's very kinetic, very fluid, very acrobatic. So like, I feel like he's finally coming into his own. But like, spoilers, isn't this their like penultimate issue? Take a drink, boost your love. You're welcome.
Oh, is this only 3? That's always going to be my next question. How many issues is this?
Or no, am I thinking Daredevil? This is the last issue before the last issue, right? Somebody's leaving. Who is it?
Yeah, well, I know Chip's leaving Daredevil. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's August or it's either Yeah, it might be August. Hold on, I'll look this up.
I think 14 is their last issue.
Yeah, because I believe the new team starts in September. I'm pretty sure, but let me double check that. I mean, Daredevil Echo is only a mini series. That's what I was going to say. How long is it? I was thinking 4 or 5. So
yeah, I think it is.
So yes, this was only 2. So is that the thing? Is just this? We're kind of like dragging the so we get 5. Is this story going to be worth 5? Is it 5 issues worth of? Or could we have done this?
Ain't getting our own book. Ain't no way. These are not doing the numbers. I mean, last time I was in the comic book, Thursday, Tuesday.
Today is Thursday.
Yeah, I mean they. Yeah, it was Tuesday though.
Oh.
Celebrating America's birthday. Yeah, these like all 3 of them that I went, all 3 stories that I went, they were all kind of collected dust. I'll say.
Oh my!
By large quantities.
What, Daredevil Echo?
Mm-hmm. 1 and 2 were 1 wasn't really pushing it.
But next month's Daredevil 14 is Chip's last.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because it's the final issue. Because again, we're going to be rebooting. So again, Daredevil got the
and that's why comic books ain't worth shit no more.
Daredevil got to 14, and now we're rebooting again.
Just in time for the Disney.
Yeah, right.
Not really.
I was gonna say, is that
off now?
No, it's just
I know that they were hoping for it to line up. It just didn't work out that way for them. So.
It's just a modern thing of, oh hey, there's a new writer and artist coming on. Let's do a new number 1.
Don't they know how irritating that is? Have they not done the market research? Like, you're like actually literally devaluing your books by doing that.
Again, how do you think they've?
I don't want to read a book that's volumes 19. Number 1.
How many years has it been already? And they don't get that it's like you're not bringing anyone new with this number 1 gimmick. And
you're actually probably pushing people away at this point.
And you're pissing off the people who are always here. So
yeah, somebody needs to do better market research.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, Daredevil and Echo number 2. It's okay. Like the storyline's a little off, but the art is great. Like I love the cover. I love the art. It's just the actual story of itself. Like, I do like the villain. It's just a shame it's so ho-hum, I guess. It's mid. It's mid at best. It's not offensive. It's not a masterpiece. It's just there.
Yeah, like, I don't mind it. I mean, it's okay, but you could tell it's a cash grab.
Marvel doing a cash grab. You don't say. Shut the front door. Get out of town. Where's the ching-ching button? We haven't used that in a while.
I don't know if I have a ching-ching anymore.
Oh, we might have burned it out on Comic Capers.
We have our own patented ching-ching.
We need the money. Gimme. Oh, that is so much better. You're right. I just heard the greatest drop in the world.
Who said it?
It was me.
I heard this. I just heard the greatest phrase of my life. Who uttered it? I did.
I'll just call it a flavorless mystery and move on. Daredevil 13 is a little more palatable.
But no, just like these
because it's called the Red Fist Saga. So
wow!
Mama was like, okay, go on. Oh, not that kind of fist party. Okay.
I guess it's better than the Brown.
I guess I'll stay around anyway.
I guess it's better than the Brown Fist Saga.
Depending on if you're the giver or the receiver.
Wow!
Justin, if you didn't fall out of off your chair, I'm very disappointed in you. Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
Now I see where Lil's recent obsession with puppets is coming from.
Their fluffy little heads.
Hey, buddy, get your hand out of my butt, buddy.
So yeah, at least he's making his way downtown. He's definitely making his way downtown in this issue.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Yeah, he gets down to hell and the devil's just like, oh, you're trying to stop me now, huh?
I mean, wouldn't be the first time, ain't gonna be the last time.
Oh yeah, so we don't see Mephisto, but
Beast of the Hand. I mean, like, that's what we're doing.
I wonder though, is Chip going to tie this up where it's like, and then when the next team takes over, are we going to kind of like defeat the Beast at least for a while, so we don't do the Hand or ninjas for a while?
Yeah, after that whole Punisher thing, we definitely need to like not mention it.
Yeah,
not a hand, not a foot, not a wrist, nothing.
I mean, I like what Chip's been doing, but next team, please, can we keep it like street level and like, regular?
Well, I mean, he kind of vanquished Kingpin for better or for worse at this point.
I mean,
so
he's
set adrift.
Well, one, he's out there. He can come. Him and Typhoid can come. But again, two, I mean, you can come up with however many crime bosses, super villains.
But is it gonna hit the same? I mean, where the hell is freaking Bullseye anyway?
There you go. I don't know.
Can we get a regular Punisher team up without all the hand crap? Like, can we fix that? Like, I think they really kind of damaged it between us hens.
Or just
to get back to a different status quo.
How about a war between like all these like D-listers trying to be the next Kingpin? Like guys.
Exactly. There is a power vacuum. Although, let's be real, Luke Cage is holding all of New York together. But we can't have a book for him telling that story. So yeah, I think it's gonna have to fall to Matt to tell that story.
Oh man, I would
expeditiously. Please, I'm so sick of the supernatural. I just all around in Marvel books. I'm just over it at this point. This was just like literally the straw that broke the camel's back.
Let's get again
like the Spider-Man shit. I'm just like, okay.
Let's get. Oh man, you could do a crossover Spider-Man and Daredevil. Have like a gang war and like all their D-listers or like trying. Again,
battle of the let's bring back Scourge. Just fuck it. Let's just bring back Scourge.
Battle of the D-listers trying to be the next Kingpin. Like you got
Shocker,
like
Scorpion.
You guys, and again, you got guys like the Owl,
Hydro Man,
guys like the Owl, Tombstone.
Vulture.
Tombstone. Let's get
Tombstone.
Razor.
Honestly, he's not a D-lister. Let's not break Ray's heart like that. Tombstone is actually the best contender to be the next Kingpin.
I mean, that's pretty much what he was created to be. He's like a gangster. So yeah, let's steer into that skid.
Yeah, like we haven't even really mentioned the power vacuum at all in either of the books. So it's kind of weird. That's because they don't talk to each other.
And again, it's so weird with the miniseries because it's like, where does this fit in continuity? Because
Babes, continuity is gone. It is multiverse, variants, and sliding time.
I know.
Shrooming with Mephisto. Like that's where we're at. Don't think about it too hard.
Shrooming with Mephisto.
Spoiler alert, we're changing the name of this podcast to Shrooming with Mephisto.
Oh, yes.
Put that on the list for the April Fool's.
Oh my god, can you imagine if we just started a Mephisto podcast and covered every appearance of Mephisto?
Shh! Don't give Russell.
What? No,
Mephisto
what?
May! Here we come!
What if we covered every appearance of Mephisto ever?
No, I invented that, you dick.
Tombs of Evil?
I'm trying to find a solicit for Daredevil #1 in September, but I was like, I don't think they go into too much detail.
So, I guess the whole point of Zdarsky's run has been about, challenging Matt on both a physical and spiritual level. I guess that's just the summation of this.
Well, remember, his very first issue.
Because we did forget he was a Catholic boy for a while. We have forgotten. So I feel like Chip was like, you know what? I didn't forget.
Well, remember,
not even for a second.
Well, remember, his whole thing starts with him accidentally killing someone.
Exactly. Yep, that brought back the flagellations for sure.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer this to Daredevil Superior book. But, all I have to say is, where the fuck's my Elektra book?
Exactly. That's we've said it before. We've said it again. Let us correct a 30-year injustice. Let's get Chichester on Elektra book.
Not just editing. You gotta be specific.
No, writing.
You gotta be specific.
Writing.
When manifesting children, you have to be very specific and intentional with your thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sure, we'll bring him back to be an editor. Hell of an editor. No problem.
I mean, he's probably like, do I want to write again? Yes, you do.
Do it for the kids. Do it for the kids. And by kids, I mean Phil and I.
Do it for the 3D printer money and drone money. Come on.
Exactly. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see how this ends to have a real full retrospective on it, but It's been good. Kind of getting back to the roots, but I mean, maybe he took it a little too far with the Beast of the Hating. Just a smidge over the edge. I think that was just a one step too far. But like I said, I have to reserve judgment for that last final issue to see how he pulls it all together.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it started. His run started very street level, and now we're here down in hell.
Power creep is something else in comics.
And Daredevil's in a white suit. Toy money.
Not getting mine. Maybe they'll get some himbos money, but they ain't getting mine. I'm too hip for that. I'll just 3D print myself one. I know a guy.
But I told you, Foggy, if he was dead, he wasn't staying dead.
Of course. Like you already killed Karen. You can't kill Foggy, too.
Oh, yeah, what you think of that? We got a demon masquerading as Karen.
And he was like, you know what? Captured the likeness.
Oh!
Sorry, that was my Frank Miller coming out. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's the title for this episode, A Karen in Hell.
Yeah.
I would like to speak to your manager, Mephisto, please.
But yeah, no, it's been interesting, but I'm ready for a new team, honestly. That's the whole thing. It's like, when I know that, like, there's not really... You're not going to get more than, like, 18 issues out of any writer, no matter how much you love or hate them. That's what's keeping me going on Spider-Man, honestly and real. It's not going to last so long.
I know.
It's a double-edged sword on that, but it's like, yeah, I'm curious to see how we do and if they're going to pick up any threads.
Well, that's the other thing, too, with all the constant rebooting and stuff with new teams. It's like, why should people get invested if it's like, oh, yeah, 12, 14 issues, and you're going to...
I'll just wait a year.
And we're going to reboot. And again, it's like, that's the other thing. It's like, we'll say the next guy doesn't, I mean, I think they said Elektra's going to show up, but it's like, say the next guy doesn't like Elektra or something. And you're like, well, I've been here for Elektra for the last 2 Chip Zdarsky runs. Why am I, why should I invest in a book? If someone's writing it and doesn't like some of the characters, it's like,
definitely things to think.
We need some more God, give people at least 2 years. God.
No. But I think it's just like how the artists and the writers are now. Like they're just trying to get their name on a big book and move over to independent where the money is. And I don't blame them.
No, I don't blame them either.
Creator owned is where it is, but you do have to have that following to even get anything off the ground anymore. I mean, like I said, certain people are big names in the industry are doing their own imprint and finding out it's not as easy as Todd McFarlane makes it look.
Or is that just like our modern media in general, where it's like, even look at, the streaming shows, you're only getting like 6 to 10 episode seasons at a pop. Or are we just dumbing it down for, people's attention span is just...
No, it's not even that. It's money, it's time. And I mean, that's a European model that's been that way forever. And I was always wondering when America would like catch on. You don't have to pay the actors as much so they can do other gigs and things like that. Like, it's not a whole big commitment. Like, 7 seasons is, 30 episodes these days? So it's like, over like 12 years or something crazy like that.
Do comic creators get like a flat rate, or do you, if they hang around too long, are they making a little more money?
I was pretty sure they got a per page rate.
Okay.
Both the writer and the artist, if I remember right. I never really got into my friend's business like that, but maybe I'll reach out and ask. But if I remember, it is per page.
Because I was going to say, is that why we're only giving
people bonuses if they do something extra? Like
is that why we're only giving people a year running? Because if they go past a year, they're going to have to start paying them more or something, or.
I don't think that's what it is. Like I said, I think it's just genuinely the industry. That's just the trend. Let me get my name on a big book so I can get my following, and then I can go do my creator-owned stuff. And creator-owned is like, it's like, if you run a YouTube channel professionally, that's like 20 hours a day, but it's 20 hours a day for you and not some freaking hellish corporation.
Yeah, true. Because I was going to say, on the company side, why would they try to, but again, it's like, I guess I get it. I mean, if the creators are like, "Oh, are you going to pay me more to stay around?" No, okay.
Well, they never want the McFarlane incident ever again. Honestly, I think it all goes back to that. And the whole 90s was a whole mess about breaking up the boys club and having the distinguished competition across the street and just like all these things that we kind of like lost when the old guard got retired, and a lot of them are like definitely like passing away now for sure.
Yeah.
It's not what it used to be, and it just can't be because they're just too big, mega greedy corporations involved.
I just wonder too if it's just I miss the days where, I mean, all the movies and TV shows are nice, but back in the day when it was just, we were just writing.
You had one a summer if you were lucky.
Yeah, we were just writing comics to write comics, and it wasn't like, oh, could this be a new TV show or movie? Is that always in the back of people's minds now? So I'm just like.
I think that's the mandate, and I think that's why people are getting burned out. I think there is way too much editorial mandate. I think there is more suit interference in comics than, ironically, TV right at this particular moment. And that's kind of wild to me.
Because even
like, we saw what happened when the suits interfered in the 90s, and we had everything that we know and love blow the fuck up, right?
You know there's suits out there who are like, well, yeah, even if we're losing money, let's keep the comics going because that's going to churn us out ideas to make shows and movies out of.
But then they just barely cling to that. It's like watching an MCU movie, no offense, is like drinking a LaCroix. It's like somebody yelled fruit into a glass, and that's what it tastes. It's like somebody yelled an idea from one of the mainstream comic books arcs.
Well,
and it got played telephone, and it's just so different. It's like, is it even worth saying it's based on a comic at that point?
Well, I want again too. Some of the stories they try to adapt, or take like months or years to tell it, and they try to condense it into a 2.5 hour movie, and it's just
maybe it gets 2 parts, maybe if
and maybe some of the stories you're trying to tell, there's been years of build up to this thing, but it's like no, let's just jump to the movie. It's just
Yeah, I'm just an old fogey. I like what I like. I miss the old days.
I miss.
It's just not what it used to be.
That's what I'm saying. I just think in the old days it was like we were writing stories to tell stories, and like, oh, hey.
Like I said, they did it for the love of it. Like,
yes.
Like just think about the actual like original guys, and this is the difference that I mean. Like, so the people that we grew up on like the OGs of comics, like literally some of the first people actually making a living in the business, setting the tones, like the Jerry Conways and all those people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like it's crazy. And then we have these new guys who are reading the like Jeff Johns. You know what I mean? like they're like our age, but like they kind of like grew up on that Jeff Johns and that whole era. The Jim Lee, which is nothing wrong with that. I love Gen 13. You know, y'all know me. I love me some Jim Lee, especially his artwork. But it's a difference. It's a difference between somebody who grew up geeking out on it and wanting to do it. And like maybe they had to have another job on the side, but that was their passion, and it showed in every single show. And like you said, they grew up on the big guys and knew the history. It's like I don't want to call anyone out, but I talked to a comic creator the one time who was doing something with Spider-Man and was like, "Well, I don't know that I don't know all this history and stuff," and it just, which is fine, but is what I brought up. Like I told you when I was talking to that guy about the cover, but the cover that he did, and I was like, "Oh, have you ever done any of the interior art, or do you know any of the writers?" Like, "No, I just got commissioned for a cover."
Yeah,
and that's fine. You got to make your money. I get it, but it's like that would never happen back then. Like, all the big guys knew each other, and just like kind of like they knew who they wanted on the cover if they could get it, if it was a variant, things like that.
Well, that's
like everybody just knew everybody. It was just different.
It's such a catch-22. I mean, it's good that all our technology.
We wanted new blood. This is what we wanted.
Well, yeah.
I wanted somebody who would respect what came before them.
I mean, we have the technology now where you can have creators from all over the world, which is good.
And that's nice.
Yeah, but then it's like, as you expand the pool, you're going to get more and more people who aren't as familiar with these characters, though, too.
Yeah, and like some people need a new spin, a new take, maybe a little bit of updating, But then there's some characters like, say, Superman or Spider-Man, who their core characteristics transverse modernity, being modernized or whatever. Because at the end of the day, Tom Holland's Peter Parker, I still see somewhat, Amazing Fantasy 15 within that character, whereas some other characters, I can't say that I see any of the original essence of the character within that movie character. So,
and we need to start giving Peter Parker more growth again, because remember, in the beginning, he was in high school, he graduated high school, he went to college.
Tom Holland's going to college.
I know. It's Peter went to college, went to grad school, and then we kind of stalled out and kept
he got married, almost had it. Well, he did have a kid in an alternate universe. A couple of them, actually.
Yeah.
Which makes Spider-Boy so head-scratching. Which we'll talk about probably again on OPEX.
Yeah, well, yeah, there was a new. Did you read Spider-Man this week? Yeah, we'll talk about that on Spidercast. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
So yeah, it's to the point where, like I said, I am just kind of in the indie comics. I'm back reading my old Archie Digest. I am just sick of the big.
Well, that's the other thing too. It's they have to make a brand out of every character now. So it's you have to have multiple. It's exhausting. You have to have multiple versions of every character, which again,
it's exhausting.
Yeah.
And it just shows if you're gonna be cash grabby and if you're gonna be a captain of industry, at least lie to me. Or, at least pretend to have some integrity and that you're inventing this character for something, not just for a variant for toys.
Or like if you're,
don't transformer me.
Or if you are gonna, steer into the skid, if you are gonna do all these new characters, like again, like you said, where's our Elektra book?
Like no offense, I would rather Elektra book than a Jackpot book. When I said I wanted a Mary Jane book, I kind of meant her and Black Cat, and maybe them figuring out that Peter ain't worth their time and getting together. Like I'm just saying, like maybe that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Cat fight, Jerry.
I mean, we already said, the thing with Mary Jane is you got to give her something to do, but I don't know.
But
no. We're pulling.
I specifically said don't do that.
I remember when we were teasing that whole thing at the beginning of Brand New Day. Who's this new character, Jackpot? Is it Mary Jane? It's a redhead, and it ended up not being Mary Jane. But now we're going back to that. Well, again, we know who was around her, and then it was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this feather in my cap, and if I ever get a chance, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Wells.
Somebody needs to have a counselor for sure.
Oh.
Anywho.
Throw.
I like Chip's indie stuff more. I'm just gonna be everything that he's done at the big two. Like it's serviceable. He's had some great ideas. I do feel like there has been interference. Like he's not getting to tell his whole vision because I can just tell from the indie stuff that I read, he has a plan and he executes it full throttle. And there's been like so many stops and stutters and starts just within these 13 issues already that it's like I feel like maybe even if he did want to say it, it might be more frustrating than it's worth it. Because this indie stuff has just blown up and taken off, and it's getting all kind of critical praise and stuff.
And again,
like, why answer to a boss?
Yeah,
be your own boss kind of thing.
And again,
I'm happy for him for that.
And with both of these Daredevil books this month, it just brings up to me, it's like, and again, Spider-Man with the multiverse, it's like, do the companies now feel like they have to be like, okay, every story has to be either multiverse or cosmic or supernatural? I don't
understand that we're burnt out on that.
And it's like
Secret Invasion is actually the lowest rated Disney Plus show, even though it's really great. And that shocks me because everybody was hyped for a Sam Jackson show.
Oh, yeah.
It's been the lowest rated Disney Plus show, unfortunately. Because everybody's burned out.
But I'm like,
they waited too long.
With like some characters, that's fine. It's like, of course, you pick up a Ghost Rider book or a Doctor Strange book, you're gonna get supernatural. You know that. It's built into the character. Blade, yeah.
There's a place and time.
But it's like Daredevil. Okay, maybe once in a blue moon. But how about we do some,
like we just got done with the Hand. Like, come on, bud.
And again, I mean, I don't mean to keep going back to him because he's our friend, but Chichester, I'm like, even when he did the Hand, he kept it. I mean, even though
street level,
even though they were supernatural, it was still pretty grounded.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we grew up in an era where we were just spoiled. I just realized how freaking spoiled I was growing up at the time that I did, and getting just a chance to really, really, really grace. I think that's just what it is at the end of the day. There's just been so many great freaking stories for all the characters that I love that it's just so hard to top it.
Well, again, too, it's like when we were reading in like the 90s, it's like, oh yeah, if you look at stuff from like 20, 30 years ago, we were talking 60s and 70s, like the heyday.
Yeah.
But now,
with a comic code authority and like things that hindered them, like the 90s really blew the front doors off of everything, and they got to do a little more creativity and get a little more violent and extreme,
Yeah.
Everything had to be extreme.
But now, like, if you get in the comics today and you look at stuff from 20 years ago, that was the early 2000s, and comics
Some of it was good. As long as you weren't an X-Men fan or a Fantastic Four fan or, anything that I like to read. As long as you weren't reading anything Lilith-like, you were fine.
As long as you weren't an X-Men or Superman fan, I'm not calling out Chuck Austin, but...
Ooh.
Let's
not start another beef. I'm trying to keep it happy and cheerful in the memory of our dear.
Yes.
So let's not call out anybody except for maybe Frank Miller, because that's our joke. That's our gift that keeps on giving. Your mother's a whore.
And
I mean, we're all talking Matt Murdock.
And again, I feel like Born Again is one of Miller's better stories, and even there, but it's just like, oh yeah, I'm going to bring back the ex-girlfriend, but she's a drug-addicted prostitute, a porn star.
But we loved it at the time. It's just with your fully developed frontal cortex, you're just like, ooh, that did not age well.
Well, yeah, when you're young, you're like, oh yes, this is so seedy,
Yeah, exactly.
It feeds your yeah.
Feeds your Beavis and Butthead side.
Yeah, when you're either when you're a teenager or Kevin Smith.
Him crying on account of us.
Hey, I didn't write that blog yet. Come on.
Wait, we got a whole website now.
I know.
Anyway, I don't really know what else to say. Like, I wish Chip the best. I just want him to be able to tell stories. It kind of goes back to that whole oh, there's a black Batman. Oh, there's a black writer writing black Batman. Oh. Why is his Marvel stuff so much better than this Black Batman story?
So what are you saying for
he just told a Marvel story that was a million times better. What's going on here?
Yeah. So what are you saying? The perfect Daredevil story. We need some narcissistic lawyer womanizer writing the book.
Maybe.
Write what you know. Write what you know.
Did you hear that Charlie Cox said he never got around to watching him?
Oh no.
I think he only said that because everybody's kind of telling him, so he's trying to be nice. I didn't mind them, but I know how something because it's that show and it's giving Ally McBeal with CGI. So.
I wonder if just because it was kind of humorous and all those people who probably never read a Daredevil story or never read one in the last 30, 40 years and was just like, oh, I love the Netflix show, and he's not flogging himself in the She-Hulk.
That's the danger, but hey, you like what you like. If that appealed, it is something for everybody. I do love that, but at the same time, I've been paying your bills pretty much my whole life, so cater to me. That's all I'm saying. I got the freaking boxes to prove it, man.
No, I know, me too.
And just like I said, I think we're just at that generational divide, unfortunately. Because like I said, I know Gen Z, they love this stuff. Not that they're buying it, but they love it. They're eating it up.
So that writer's strike's still going on, huh?
I didn't even check. I assume that I'm gonna get an alert.
I haven't seen anything. So
let me just double check.
But again, I mean, I those writers deserve everything they can get. But it's like
yeah, it's still going on. It's only been since May 2nd, so I'm figuring they're probably gonna push this to the end of the year to really make them suffer. So like next season. It's just going to be a desolate waste of reality. Much like they did the last time. And the time before that, to be quite honest. Justice for heroes.
So. I hope they get everything they can get, but I want my Daredevil show already.
Well, I mean, I can wait. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really looking forward to talking about Daredevil every week. So if we get a little reprieve a little later, it's okay. And like I said, I've just been down on just comic books in general, just because I've been reading all the old stuff, and it's kind of it's kind of crazy how I'm reinvigorated for the old stuff, and then I read the new stuff, and I'm just like, oh, I can't make comic books great again.
And again, it's even just talking to you about the old stuff, and Justin, it's just like the pace, just the pacing was quicker back in the day.
Modern comics literally could never,
because we write for the trades now, because we collect everything now.
Yeah, even if it doesn't.
Oh, yeah. Everything gets collected.
Looking at you, Damien, and your stupid little book.
I don't know, man. I go in my... last time I was in Barnes & Noble, it was a while. I don't even feel the need to go in Barnes & Noble anymore, because, that graphic novel section is looking pretty... it keeps shrinking, and as the manga expands...
Yeah, I was going to say, babes, you got to get into manga. It's time. I'm sorry. You got to join the rest of the world. You got to start calling soccer football, Phil. You got to be a global citizen.
Football.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Am I going to be a maniac like Greg?
I think it's time. That's kind of how I've been passing my time with K-dramas and manga and rewatching Sailor Moon. Sub, not dub, of course.
Wait a minute. I got a new nickname for Ray. Soccer hooligan.
What the F?
You can let him know where the sun don't shine.
Whoa!
I hate soccer. Soccer's such a stupid word. It's so stupid.
Football.
Because American football, they the kicker? It's just dedicated to the kicker? Okay, whatever. That's neither here nor there. That could be assaulting.
Oh my! I want to see her go an hour. Well, you could run an hour on anything.
I really could, but I won't today.
Oh, you know what we should? Oh, you know what we should do? a Salty and Petty episode dedicated to Charlie, and I'll just throw you out random ass topics, and you got to go off on them.
Oh, okay.
Like you won't know ahead of time. I'll just throw you out random topics.
You just pull it from a jar. Oh, get the boys to send in topics, and then you can just like pull a jar.
Oh, nice. Oh, you know who? Oh, we can have a contest so you can rant longer. You or Rob Southgate.
Oh, I don't want to go against Rob. He'll win it.
Oh yeah.
Why did your eye drift over
We'll
to
have
my
to do
box?
like a marathon if we invite Rob.
That's the next third best Southgate episode. That is a third best. That's every episode.
I was gonna say, Phil just sits there and pushes the button as Rob and I just discuss random stuff he does not give a crap about.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, I am excited for the next issue though. I am.
Yes.
I just want to see how it ends so I can actually just put my thoughts on the whole together.
Well, so that'll probably be around the time we'll do the next episode because Daredevil 14 comes out August 16th.
That's perfect. Yeah.
It's gonna be a little bigger, I guess. 36 pages, $4.99. So.
I hope it's not a backup.
I mean, I think
they're just little vignettes or something, maybe like to celebrate.
I think it's just extra.
It's gonna be an Echo backstory. Mark my words.
No, I just think it's extra room for Chip to wrap up his run because it's the last issue of his run.
So.
You don't
think?
think?
Trust them. It's gonna be some stupid backup story.
Because there's nothing in solicits about a backup.
Okay, well, if it is purely for him to wrap up the story, I would be very happy.
In the credits, he's the ones I'm seeing. He's the only writer credited. So
any more than one artist?
I see.
Just Chichetto, right?
Just Chichetto, yeah. One artist, one colorist. Yeah, no. So look.
Okay. We just got a little deluxe issue. All right, I'm looking forward to it. Because I was wondering, I'm like, because he kind of actually technically left this a little too open-ended for my liking for this to be the pick.
Yeah. Because kids, spoilers. Matt might be stuck in hell. Oh no, it's gonna be that Angel episode. The Beast is gonna be like, I don't want him down here.
Exactly.
I don't need him down here messing up.
We've mentioned Angel. We really,
Okay.
I know I said what I said about, Whedon.
We can do it on Salty and Petty whenever you want. If we're ever reaching for a topic, we can be like, let's do an Angel
Best
episode.
episodes of Angel. Just put that on the list for when we're just absolutely out of ideas.
Okay. Best and worst.
Well, yeah. We can split. We'd love to milk content.
A certain character getting pregnant.
Spoilers.
I didn't say who.
Just spoilers that there's a pregnant. Another one. I mean, technically there's two.
Oh, yeah. See? So you don't know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Touche.
All right. Let me pull up the schedule. Because, next time we'll do...
It's more like mocha.
Whoa.
If you understand that reference, we...
All right. So, next time, along with the new stuff, we'll be back and cover some old stuff also.
God.
I just moved it back. Daredevil 197 through 200.
Wait. You don't want to make 200 its own? Well, never mind. Nothing really happened.
It's the normal sized issue 200, Lil?
Yeah, I just thought about. I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's not this book.
No.
I was gonna say you don't want to. Then yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you will get some bullseye. So
yes.
All right. So yes,
competent bullseye for a moment at that. For a moment.
And then send us your thoughts on all that, kids. And then in September,
It's September again, boys. Mama's on vacation.
No Daredevil in September. Yes, that's right. So send us your requests. What Wonder Man story do you want us to review? Me and the boys review in September. Send us your thoughts.
WonderCast is back, baby.
We don't die. All right. So yes, kids, send us your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, a link to the Patreon. Please subscribe to the Patreon because, again, speaking of the 90s, Lilith Hellfire is hours away from reviewing Heroes Reborn Captain America while being totally hammered. So, please.
I just bought this is for you, Russell. I just bought the new Mountain Dew Hard with the Baja Blast and like the Code Red flavors. So I think that's what I'm going to be. So. Wish me luck, boys.
Because I know Lilith likes it hard.
Because I know Lilith likes it long.
The hard master.
I was like, ooh, Baja Blast Mountain Dew with liquor in it? Yes, please. Where have you been all my life? If they could just make the frozen freezy with alcohol and chef's kiss.
All right, kids. Coming up soon, Lilith Hellfire invents a sex bot with a alcohol tap on it.
Mountain Dew dispenser.
Oh,
Phil, I know what our next podcast should be.
What?
It should be called the Richard Rider Podcast. And it's just all your favorite characters named Richard. That's all we talk about. So Richard Dragon, Richard Rider.
Hell.
You know. It's a couple.
Put Richard in quotation marks.
Exactly.
The Richard Podcast.
I don't think the Apple Store will love a podcast called Dick Rider. I'm just
Our fans will. Our fans will clamor for that.
Scream it!
All right. So find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
You know Man-Thing was named Richard.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Man-Thing?
Well, one of his nemesis. You know, Richard.
Oh, yeah.
It's a giant-sized Man-Thing. Oh, boy! See, you always gotta get the oh, boy, Justin. That's where you mess up. Excitement. Man-Thing March! Oh, boy!
Like that, kids.
Exactly. Mess. Sorry, continue.
All right, and again, please check our show notes for the GoFundMe link for Charlie's family. Lost our good friend Charlie Esser recently, and yes, hopefully someday soon he will be immortalized in puppet form, as he would want. He was a showman. Oh, all right. So yes, go check out the GoFundMe link. And Lilith Hellfire, where can people talk to you about sex bots with a Mountain Dew tap?
Get your funds in now. Start investing. But if you want to be friends with your favorite internet granny, find me on Facebook. It's my only social media. Don't judge me. Yeah, so if you want to hang out on the interwebs, be Facebook, friend me, or send a request, and I'll add you and look at pictures of puppies and make vague text posts. You know how duck penises work, right? Well, I mean, if you want to know, I can explain it too. You know?
Whoa!
That's what girls be down explaining stuff.
Oh.
I just want to have fun on a broom.
What were you doing in hell, Matthew?
We were busy boning. Shrooming around with Mephisto coming in May. Don't pull it out unless you're going to use it. That's true for guns and penises. Best dick jokes on the internet. That's the home of the best jokes on the internet. Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
I need that drop, Justin, please.
Don't get fingered. Coming out of the bush.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. In August, we'll cover the final issue by Chip Zdarsky. We'll cover Daredevil Echo number 3, and of course, those classic issues, Daredevil 197 through 200. People get injured. Bones get broken. In the comics, not little maybe like. And then, like I said, in September, take a break and do some Wondercast. So send us your requests. I should have been soliciting for that already, but yes, if you have the Wonder Man story you want covered, send them in. Probably like half the requests will come from guys on this show. All right, kids. Again, come back a little over a month. But until then, it's better to be with the devil you know than the devil you don't. Go do some recreational drugs with the devil. Good night, joke. Don't do that.
Don't judge them.